American Gem Society. It's me, Janine Driver, New York Times bestselling author of You Say More Than You Think, body language expert, and contributor to shows like The Dr. Oz Show, The Anderson Cooper Show, and The Today Show. I am coming in April 24th to the 28th. I will be there for the whole entire week. I'm going to be your closing keynote speaker on the 28th. You need to stay to hear what I have to say. I am right now at an event in Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm staying at a really beautiful hotel here called the Peabody. We'd say in Boston, Peabody. So some people would say Peabody. But this red carpet you just saw a second ago, what they literally do twice a day is they escort the ducks from the water down the red carpet, down the hallway, into an elevator, and take the ducks, the mallard ducks, all the way to the rooftop. Talk about amazing branding. There was a group of several hundred people here waiting to see ducks march on the red carpet. I'm going to talk to you about body language and branding, and what are you saying without saying a word? How do you make sure your customers are getting the VIP treatment every time they walk into your jewelry store? Every time they are touching a piece of your family's legacy. Many of you have family-owned businesses that have been around for decades and decades and decades. Well, you don't only represent who you are being today and your company, how much you're selling today, but something as simple as your handshake is representing your father's father's father. It is literally part of your legacy. I'm going to teach you how do you give people the VIP treatment. I'm going to give you a quick tip right now. You're asked a difficult question. What happens? We have an increase in stress and anxiety. We grab our throat, we rub our neck. Instead, simply grab your chin. All right, so this is how much you have for this particular ring, and that's a tight budget. But let me mull it over and think about what we can do here. Steve Jobs was seen doing this move. We see this in the cover of his book for the late Steve Jobs. But guess what? He's done it since he was in his 20s. He stood out. He gave everyone the VIP treatment with his products, with his keynote speeches. He had a brand that was memorable and that kept people coming back. And it was a slow, consistent brand that eventually exploded. Is your brand on the brink of greatness right now? Is your jewelry store and your nonverbals saying to people, we're the ones that you should trust, and your kids and your children's children, they should buy their jewelry from us too. My name is Janine Driver. We're going to talk about what are the three nevers with body language. Where do you stand to have an increase in your perceived value? Simply where you stand. And what does science say about our brain with regard to body language? You might be surprised what you find out. My name is Janine Driver. I will see you in April in Miami.
Stay on carpet. There you go. Keep on marching. You in the back. Here we go. Oh, there are some. Here we go. Good.